Achieving high productivity in organizations has been a challenge lately. Although we talk a lot about individual productivity, but we hardly talk about the organizational productivity. Now, what are the reasons why organizational productivity is reducing day by day? Although this is the time of trainings and innovation, but still there are many factors that contribute to reducing productivity. So in this video, I'm going to give you a 7-step process to increase the productivity of organizations. So the first step that you need to follow as a team leader or as a part of the management is to analyze the processes. What are the different processes that are followed by your staff, your employees, that lead to results? So you have to analyze your processes in order to check, are there any useless processes that are consuming a lot of time of the employees? Are there any processes that can be reduced, the steps can be reduced, or are there any processes that can be eliminated altogether? So the first and the most important step is to analyze the overall processes that are followed in the organization. Once you analyze the processes of the organization, the second step is to develop performance measures. Now, on the basis of what measures the performance will be calculated, the performance will be evaluated. Although there are fixed KRIs and JDs that are given to the employees, but they must be evaluated keeping in mind the overall processes that are followed. So the measures has to be very specific and intact, on the basis of which the performance has to be evaluated, and the measures has to be like this, that they do not consume a lot of time of your employees. So once you have analyzed the processes and you have evaluated the performance measures, the next important step is to use business strategies to improve the productivity. Now, according to your processes and evaluation, you have to decide which business strategy is going to help you to reduce the time wasted and to improve the productivity. For example, there are many processes that are followed, like 5S, there is Kaizen, there is Lean Six Sigma. Many strategies are there. So you have to choose your individual strategy that is going to bring benefits to your own organization. Because depending upon the work environment, depending upon the task, depending upon the industry, they may vary from one industry to another industry. So you have to choose a business strategy very carefully. Once you have worked upon these 3 important measures, the most important one is to eliminate valueless processes. Are there any processes that are running down in your organization since ages that nobody thought about, that whether these processes are required or not? Because when we do audit of many organizations, we see that there are many processes that are useless, or we can say there are many processes which are obsolete, which are no longer required. So try to find out those processes, and you have to eliminate those processes out of the system so that the productivity can be enhanced and time wastage can be reduced. The very important thing that is taken into consideration these days is employee training. When it comes to employee training, there are different aspects where the employees can be trained on. Although when we hire the employees, we check their hard skills, we check their technical skills, but soft skills are equally important. You must train your employees on different soft skills that can help them in proper management of time, enhance their productivity, and what other things can be done to improve their productivity. So employee training is a very important part. Once proper training is imparted to the employees, the next step is to decide the goals, that are quality goals and productivity goals. Once you decide upon the goals have to be SMART, obviously. And another thing is that this goals has to be department wise. Like for different departments, there can be different goals that can measure the productivity and quality of their work. Once you decide upon all the things mentioned here, the most important part is to implement these changes. In order to implement these changes, the employees must be made aware about all the changes that are required to be done. Why are these changes important for the organization, and how are they going to benefit the organization, as well as the teams, as well as the departments, and them individually. Because until unless you make the employees aware of what changes you are bringing up and what are the reasons of the changes, and how is it going to benefit them as an individual. It is not going to bring results. Otherwise also the change will not be adapted. People will be resistant to change. So in that case, it is really very important to make the employees aware of whatever is happening in the organization, and at the same time their individual goals must align with the organizational goals. The individual vision must align with the organizational vision. If you are looking forward for a video to increase your own productivity as at the individual level, you can watch my another video, which is how to increase the productivity. Thank you so much for watching.